play Caught Up in the Rapture by Anita Baker. Good evening. Welcome back to, I guess, second video of just another freckled face. It's your girl, the freckled face herself. How y'all doing? How's y'all week been? Mine's been up, down, all around. But how's your week been? I'll wait. Mm. I hear you. I do. It's understandable. Your feelings are valid. Well, let's not keep us waiting. So, if it seems like I'm kind of reading everything like in order, it's because I learned this trick in my speech class where when you write down a speech, you don't necessarily write it down word for word and memorize it. You put down your bold points on note cards and you go from there. Since you already know your topic, you're supposed to just go from the bold points. So last week, I wrote down the bold points of what I'm going to talk about. And this week I did the same, but I did not write them on note cards. I just wrote them in my notes. Sorry. Just wrote them in my notes on my phone. Cool. First thing on the agenda, I'm going to talk about school. And I'm kind of leaning to work with that. So school is going good. I am in school again for a paralegal major. I'm in school to become a paralegal. And the steps towards that goal have been tedious. It's a lot of law classes, English, and speech, which I guess plays into that role as well. And a lot of lovely electives. When I say lovely, I say that loosely, very loosely. So, the elective I don't like is math. I don't like math. Now, reasons I don't like math, I don't know. I've always been one of those kids where I had a hard time in math class from elementary school, middle, high school. I hated math. And my parents knew that. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. Like, I remember when I was younger, I used to have, like, you know those little workbooks you get from the dollar store and stuff? Well, I don't know if they got from the dollar store, but my parents got me this jumbo math book, and they told me to work on it, like, every day. And I would have to do that. And I didn't like it sometimes, and sometimes I did, but, yeah, that's how deep the hatred for math goes. It is childhood trauma, I tell you. Now, right now, I'm just trying to get my grade up in math. It's like, it's not good. I'm not saying it's truly failing, but a D is failing. And I at least need a C to pass. Now, would I like a B? Absolutely. But am I going to be able to do that? I hope so. And it's so funny because when I'm in class, I know what I'm doing for the most part. Like, I write down my notes. I write down how to do it. I pay attention. I ask questions when I need to ask questions. I do all that. And I get it. And I get everything right when I'm in class. But then when I get on a computer and do the homework online, I'm like, this cannot be the same thing she's teaching. Like, I literally just finished my homework. And it's like a few questions I got wrong. But I'm like, no, this is how she taught us. So I'm like, okay. I said to myself, I can do one of two things. I could say something to the teacher. Like, hey, you need to look at this because I don't know if I'm getting it wrong or not. Or I could just be quiet. I might say something. I don't know yet. I'll let y'all know next week. But I'm just like, I got that right. It was right on paper, but it wasn't right online. That blows me. Anyways, other than that, just pray for your girl. I just want to get these electives done. Now, speech, that's not an elective. That's actually something I'm getting a credit for. Speech is pretty good. Only thing is, I just don't like speaking in front of people. Now, I can speak on this camera, like we cool, but if I spoke to any of y'all in person, I would be stuttering like crazy and shaking. Anyway, speech class is going good. We just finished out our first speeches. We did a demonstrative speech where we had to demonstrate something as we are giving the speech. So I demonstrated making pretzels, chocolate pretzels. It didn't go good at first. It didn't go well at the end either, but I got a good grade. I said, I think the more I put into this class and the more effort I put into wanting to talk in public and do public speaking, I think I really like it. I don't mind talking, just as long as I'm not nervous. But the speeches we gotta do now are the informative speeches. Now, I'm having trouble thinking of a topic. I have 2 topics in mind. So I want to either teach about redlining or I want to teach about the Black Panther Party. Right now, it's kind of leaning towards redlining because a lot of people I know personally didn't even know what redlining was. And I kind of knew it here and there, but when I read more into it and did research, I was like, wow, this topic, it leads to so many issues. Like, I did my research years ago for an English paper, and I found out, about redlining. Basically, back in the day, civil rights, they based a whole bunch of individuals, property owners, they got out this big map, and they basically just drew one big red line and separated everything. So their side of town is all good, trees, grass, community centers, grocery stores available, all that. They get everything good. Meanwhile, on the other side, us, we would get the short end of the stick, basically. It would be a lot of poverty, crime, not a lot of trees, not a lot of options available, jobs, etc. So, and doing my research years ago, I found out, I found an article where it said, when you live in a city type area, when you go in the city, it's not a lot of trees and grasslands and all that. They said that can lead to health issues, asthma, breathing issues, because not a lot of oxygen is in the area. It's more so the black, I don't know how to say it, but black smoke and stuff. If you've been to any type of city, you see factories and big tall buildings, and it's just a bunch of smoke coming out, and it's that is polluting the air, and you don't have enough trees and oxygen to kind of combat that. Whereas up here in the suburban area, you have trees, grass, you have woods. It's a whole bunch of woods, so it's the air is a lot better, honestly. And it just had me thinking dang, and I always wanted to know, so was Maryland one of the states that, redlining took place? And I think I might just do that for my research, honestly, because I'm curious. I'm very curious. There's nothing wrong with being curious too, but I think I just want to do a little more research into that. So I might just do redlining. I'll let y'all know. Well, actually, no. I'm sure I'm going to do redlining. I'm 100% sure I'm going to do redlining. I'm not going to back out. I'm not going to punk down. I'm going to do it. So now, if you were wondering why I played Caught Up in the Rapture by Anita Baker, well, the first little snippet, no words, because why? Oh my gosh, today someone said the rapture was happening. This Monday, I think it's supposed to happen on Tuesday. This Monday, I got out of class, I looked at my phone, and someone's like, something, oh, someone said the rapture is tomorrow. I'm like, huh? What do you mean the rapture is tomorrow? What do you mean? mean? I said, wait a minute, huh? What? I said, who said that? Like, if I can insert the clip of, from Real Housewives of Atlanta, who said that? Who said that? Like, who said that the rapture was happening on Tuesday?
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
So I'm just looking, I'm like, okay. So I said, well, you know, I know where I'm going, just in case. But, you know, I didn't believe it. I'm just like, okay, y'all scaring everybody again. So I go online that day. It's supposed to happen. Everybody online is like, only rapture I'm worried about is like caught up in the rapture. And they talk about Anita Baker, and all you hear is Anita Baker in the background. So I was like, hey, if you say rapture, I'm like, Anita. But that is just, it's so baffling to me. Like, how do y'all know when we going? Y'all don't know that? But I don't know. I don't know how people predict this stuff or how they get the. How do you know? Like, I'm like, I kept asking, I'm like, what? How do y'all know when we going? You can't tell God when to God. Only He would know that. And that's how I kind of look at it. Like, only God would know that when it's time for us to go. So y'all gotta stop doing that. I'm not God Himself, so I'm not gonna tell you when something's gonna happen. It's just people say, get ready, get ready.
Ready? Get ready. The Lord is coming soon, and it'll be faster than this.
Just be ready, because nobody knows when, but it may happen. You never know. Anywho, next topic. Has anybody watched the Demon Slayer movie? I have not, but I want to know if you watched it or your thoughts. And I just want to let you know right now, I probably won't watch it. And I'm going to tell you why. When it first, I don't want to say when Demon Slayer first came out, as far as, you know, anime goes, not manga. When it first came out, I was into it. I didn't want no spoilers. I skipped them. Till it got to like the point where, you know, on TikTok they were showing everything that happened in the manga. And I'm like, okay, if I didn't get to that part, I'm not going to look at it. But it got to a point where I think when it got to the, I want to say the last, not the training arc, but I think the Swordsman Village arc, that's when the spoilers started coming out of the manga. So I was like, okay. People start going in the... before I say this, before I say anything and spoil anything, actually, I'm going to try not to spoil anything. Basically, people were in the comment section. Somebody posted a video about the Demon Slayers. Oh, they look nice. Somebody in the comment section posted, ooh, y'all not gonna like the end, or something like that. Like, y'all gonna be sad, and it's at third. Everyone started asking questions. And I started looking into it. And you know, when you look up something, it sends you more and more videos of it. So basically, I just got videos of spoilers and spoilers and spoilers and spoilers. And that was it. I spoiled it for myself. Because I don't want to sit here and wait 2 years to figure out what's going on. Because in them 2 years, somebody gonna already tell me. So I spoiled it for myself. And I mean, I'm mad, but at the same time, I'm not. I got bad anxiety, so I want to know what goes on, like, now. Like, I am someone who has to stop themselves from basically looking something up or looking up the end of a show or a movie. Because I will. I'll look it up, but I try not to. So, but if you've seen it, let me know how you think about it. Let me know what you thought about it. I saw clips of it. See, as I say, spoiled it for me. I saw clips of it on TikTok. And I saw the part, I don't want to spoil it for nobody. I just saw, you know, Akaza's backstory, basically. And I already knew what I was in the manga. And I seen it on screen. I was like, bro, it's tough. that is very sad. His backstory is very upsetting, and when you watch it or if you read it, I mean, I'm not gonna say you can't blame him, but at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, I see why he did what he did, because I would have did the same thing. I would have probably did the same thing. But I think he got his happy ending towards the end of his part. So if you watched it, let me know how you think. If you didn't watch it, go watch it. Like, what? Speaking of anime, I've been watching a new slash old one. Well, I don't know. Let me look. Because I don't know if it was an old anime I just started watching, or if it was a new anime that just came out. But I started watching it. I saw a clip of it on TikTok. I need to get off of TikTok because ain't no way in the world. Anyways, I have one question before I say this. What are the type of animes that y'all like? Are you more of a drama or action or thriller one? Let me know. Because someone is calling me. Hold on. My friends were calling me. Bless their hearts. Anyways, what is your favorite type of anime? Are you more of a drama type, action, thriller, horror? I mean, I don't really know if there's any other genre, but, you know, what is your type? I think I like all types. Or probably, I don't know. I like all types, but I think I like the drama, or fantasy, sorry. And I think I like the drama type more. I don't know. I think I just like dramatic TV shows, movies, things of that nature. But I mean, I like drama, fantasy type of thing, love, all that stuff. I'm just a softie. So, anyways, the show. Oh, it came out this year. Okay, so the anime I've been watching is called My Happy Marriage. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it is, you know, sad in some parts. It's, you know, it's it's like really lovey-dovey, like the male antagonist and the female antagonist. There's just like, oh, oh, I love you. I'll never leave you. You're my everything. Like that type of stuff. So it's called My Happy Marriage. It's on Netflix. It's 2 seasons. I'm on season 2, episode 5. I had to stop myself from watching it because I was literally binge watching season 1 while I was at work on break. And when I came home that night, I was binge watching it, and I continued to binge watch it till season 2. So, yeah. Anyways, I really like it. It's like a magical type romance, drama, everything in between. And it's getting to the hot and heavy part. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more episodes left. I'm going to try not to watch them all, but if I do, I'll tell you about it. Anyways, but I have a list of animes that I do want to watch. Now, forgive me. This isn't my account. This isn't my account, but it is. But the list, I just got a bunch of drama animes, like, and it's mixed with my boyfriend, so he got action with my drama. And sometimes I watch his action, but he doesn't watch my drama. Like, he likes all that fighting and tussling stuff. And I do too, but to an extent. So, I don't know. I guess I'm more like a drama action type of girly when it comes to anime. I don't know. But, again, what is your favorite type? And then, on top of your favorite type, what is your favorite anime? I feel like I want to get into that too. Like, what is your favorite anime of all time? Well, not even all time. Like, what would be your favorite of this? Maybe of last year and this year combined. Okay, let's say this. What are your favorite anime ever? It could be your first one. It could be the last one you watched. It could be when you watched when you was younger, older, something you'll watch in the future. What is your favorite? And next week we'll talk about it. And now, as I'm wrapping this video up, I would like to say rest in power to Assata Shakur. If you don't know who that is, she was part of the Black Revolutionary Movement. I don't want to get her story wrong, so give me 1 second. My apologies. I said Black Revolution Movement, Black Liberation Army. She's part of the Black Liberation Army. So on Google it says Assata Shakur, also known as Joanne Chesmerard, is an American political actress who was a member of the Black Liberation Army. In 1977, she was convicted in the murder of a state trooper, Warner Foster, during a shootout on the New Jersey Turnpike in 1973. She escaped from prison in 1979 and is wanted by the FBI with a $1 million FBI reward for information leading to her capture, and an additional $1 million reward offered by New Jersey Attorney General. That is what Google or Safari says in her bio. I read her book. I read half of her book, and I heard her story on a podcast. I'm gonna try and give like a brief description of what I remember. Basically, in her autobiography, she talks about her childhood, her experiences, and then from that point on, her escaping capture. And I learned that she fled to Cuba in the podcast, so I'm assuming that's in the book as well. But in the book, as I was reading it, basically, how do I word this right? The shootout, it was never her fault. This was one of those things where, in the civil rights movement, the police, they target certain members of the Black Panther Party or Black Liberation Army because they know who they are. They got them on the list. So they target them. And basically, Assata and another member of the Liberation Army I believe they were heading home, or I believe they were heading somewhere. They got stopped by a state trooper. One thing led to another. The state trooper was killed. But I believed in the book it was more of a self-defense type of thing, because he was, messing with them, beating on them, scaring them, all that stuff. So I believe it was more sensory. But as of course back in that time, that's like automatically guilty. You whistle at a, guilty. You look at a, guilty. Anything against or anything slightly against, guilty. At the end of the day, we were targets, literally targets. So that unfortunately happens. I believe she was arrested. She was beat up pretty badly, so she was in the hospital, but she was shackled in the hospital. I remember that part in the book where she was basically talking about everything that went down. She said those cops purposely came in there and turned on like all the lights. They turned on all the lights to, like a psychological type of thing. Turned on all the lights, kept tightening her cuffs, kept saying mean and nasty things in her ear, kept picking on her, nitpicking with her over and over again. And they basically, I'm not going to say it's torture, but this basically they psychologically torturing her. And, her story, the thing about it is her story never changed, and yeah, her story never changed. As much all the stuff they put her through, for her to admit about doing something she did not do, her story never changed. So it eventually got to the point of they realized, yeah, she has to escape, because it's not going to be good. The trial's not going to be good. The trial is a sham. They're going to basically hang her to fry. So at the end of the day, she escaped. And I learned in the podcast she escaped to Cuba. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. And I found out years ago, I'm like, she escaped to Cuba, and she was, before the 25th, unfortunately, she was alive and well in Cuba, a free woman. And I liked that, and I loved that for her. It was crazy too, because I think months ago they reopened her case, and they said any information, $1 million. And I said on Instagram, I said, y'all not catching her. I said, are you crazy? You're not catching her. She's in Cuba living her life. You're not catching her. And they didn't. And she got to die peacefully. And I'm happy about that. I am. I'm happy that she was never captured. She never went to jail. She never got treated like crap and got locked up and treated badly. She got to live out her life as a free woman. And I'm happy about that now. Of course, that probably sounds controversial to some people. Let it be. But I'm glad she got to live her life. And she passed on this week. And that's unfortunate, but I think with her story, it's just one of those many stories of keep going on, keep moving forward, keep doing the right thing for everybody, anybody and everybody. And don't settle for it. Don't settle for it, let me think. Don't settle for mistreatment. Don't settle for mistreatment especially from police and other things that are trying to bring us and our community down. Don't settle for that. Uplift our community, be for our community, love our community, treat our people in our community right. And that's what I kind of get from her and her story. Well, I'm pretty sure I talked for over 30 something minutes. I was only supposed to do like 15, and I'm trying to not talk as much, but it was a whole week. Forgive me. I'll try to condense my words shorter. Anyways, it's been good talking to y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. Upload weekly. And yeah. Have a good day. And remember, I'm just another freckled face. Deuces.